You know what I'm saying? Those of us in our 30s, you know what I'm saying, that don't agree with this because we saw what Freak Nick and Big Booty Hoes, we saw what all of that, you know, hands on the wall and all that like that did to our mamas and aunties and uncles and whatnot, and we decided that we was going to go in another direction. People are giving their opinions on this, man. And it's a whole bunch of opinions that's being given. But I want to listen to what this young lady had to say in response as a millennial, because they'll have you thinking that our whole generation is down with this.
You are allowed to like what you like. But the second you start trying to argue universal laws and scientific theories, I tap out because I'm about to start calling you an idiot. I'm sorry. And unfortunately, those who I see defending spin that tooth and nail, they're kind of proving my point. Because why did the Breakfast Club post that clip of Trick Daddy literally insulting India Irene? He wasn't adding anything to the conversation. He wasn't giving any advice. He was literally just insulting her. Yeah. Because that's what stupid people do when people challenge their ideas. Yeah. They revert to insults and anger. Right? Because they're still using their amygdala. Trick Daddy is a 60-something-year-old man with the mindset of a teenager. We don't want to hear what you have to say. And I'm mad that the Breakfast Club even played what he said. Same with Uncle Luke. Y'all have the same mindset you had when you were in your 20s. Keep it. We don't want to hear what y'all have to say. Like, Gen X, stop speaking for us. If y'all have not done the work, if y'all have not read a book, if y'all have not gone to therapy, we don't want to hear what y'all have to say. Like, quite literally. That's honestly why I don't listen to a lot of these hip-hop podcasts, because it's coming from these Gen Xers with outdated takes and mindsets.
So let me pause it right there. That's a great point. It's a lot of the Gen X, that Generation X, who are speaking as if this is what the youth want. You heard what Trick Daddy said. That lead them young girls, you know, you old wood out the bam. Here's a young woman who is telling you straight up that that's not what we want to hear. And honestly, a lot of the challenges that I've been seeing ain't just coming from like baby boomers or like older people. It's coming from a lot of people in the Gen X. Not Gen X, I'm sorry, millennials. You know what I'm saying? Those of us in our 30s, you know what I'm saying, that don't agree with this because we saw what Freak Nick and Big Booty Hoes, we saw what all of that, you know, hands on the wall and all that like that did to our mamas and aunties and uncles and whatnot. And we decided that we was going to go in another direction. You did what I'm saying? Reading books, gaining knowledge. She said therapy, you did what I'm saying? And you see a lot of millennials who will accept therapy and things of that nature before people who are quote-unquote Generation X would. And it's leading to a more healthy and prosperous life and a greater understanding of a larger collective, not just me. But let's finish our video.
These are the same generation of people who let R. Kelly marry a child. These are the same generation of people who will die defending P. Diddy. We keep it. Gen X is always trying to keep the new generation stuck in the past, repeating these old cycles. Look at what the hell Trick Daddy looked like. Like, I guess he was living his raps. We don't want that for ourselves. We don't want to be 60 on the internet insulting women. We don't want to be 60 still having to pay for coochie because we're not likable. We have no type of character development. And I'm proud of millennials for even having the conversation because that is what art is meant to do. So I give Carisha her flowers for that. Art is meant to spark a reaction. It's meant to be critiqued. They critiqued Michael. They critiqued Beyonce. Y'all was critiquing Kendrick. Yeah. But notice the difference in the response.
That's facts. Hold on.
The
you see that a lot. People will critique Kendrick in whether or not he is pro-black or whether his music is uplifting or revolutionary or whatever. And the brother just making his own art was natural to him. You know what I'm saying? Giving his own, you know, telling his story. You know what I'm saying? Giving his representation of how he feel and think in society today. And they'll go at that and be trying to take his head off and say, yeah, woo. But as soon as you say something about this type of music, they don't critique it the same way. Let's finish.
Graphic. Or the type of music you're critiquing. The second you critique a specific type of music, these people turn into victims.
That's the
They
manipulation.
revert to insults and anger and emotions because they're not smart. And you can't even have a conversation about art on the internet. I know you're insufferable in real life. India is a Grammy Award-winning artist. She has every right to speak on music and art because music and art is meant to be critiqued. And instead of just listening to the critique, having a difference in opinion, you want to convince us that media doesn't have the power to persuade. That it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Things that people have died and dedicated their entire lives to studying. There are whole fields of study.
Yeah, I can't stand that.
On the things
it's not that deep. It is. Shut up.
I think a lot of people suffer from the third party theory. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Where you think that media doesn't have as much as an effect on you. Like you think that you're special and you're different. And it don't affect me. If media doesn't have the power to persuade, why y'all all look the same? Why did you buy that specific brand?
Exactly.
Why did you decorate your home the way you did? What is a trend?
Followers.
How did Trump become the president? Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it is okay just to say you want to turn.
We get it. You know what I'm saying? We get it, man.